Three's a crowd, three's a crowd. Welcome to Three's a Crowd, the podcast.
Alright, welcome back everyone.
Welcome back!
Welcome back!
That was episode 4. Episode 4, wow.
Wow, we're speeding through them.
Speeding
We're
through
plowing
them.
through them.
Speedy Gonzalez.
Shit, we'll be at 100 soon.
100, yeah.
That's a lot.
It's a lot of commitment.
Alright.
How's everyone been? Good? How was your week? How was your week?
Yeah, good. We haven't seen each other for a bit. Or,
Last podcast, this is it, yeah.
yeah.
We've been saving everything to talk about for
Yeah.
this podcast.
Yeah. That's
But
it.
now we've got to cram it into 20 minutes. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Let's go. Holly, what's your first
My first thought was I was actually found this really funny. Meghan Markle's been getting a lot of hate.
Is
On-
it Megan or Megan?
Yeah.
It depends. I don't know, is it?
Depends on what.
Depends on like your accent. Like if you're
Is
British, you're like Megan or Megan.
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 Megan. I don't know.
Megan, yeah.
Whatever her name is, Markle.
The Duchess of Cambridge. I don't know.
Anyway,
Duchess.
she's been getting a lot of hate because the past 4 games she went and watched Serena Williams play and Serena lost them all.
Like, she's played games in between where she's won.
Yeah.
It's not just like Serena's on like a losing streak, just, yeah.
Yeah.
She's not
yeah,
going.
yeah.
She's not going anymore because Serena's like, Megan, please stop.
I just thought that was really funny.
Yeah.
Like people fully believe in all that stuff. Like, and we were talking about before, like the Kardashians, like whenever they date, like the basketball players, like they always lose and stuff.
It's just so stressed.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're
man.
just stressed. Well, like when Tristan Thompson cheated on Chloe, like so many fans turned up to his game and threw stuff at him. And like,
Bruh.
I don't know if they lost that game.
That would be so
Just there to play
annoying.
ball.
Wait, how? Because they're pretty expensive tickets, and like to get like.
Or like they came and like booed him and like whatever.
Ooh.
Ew.
I don't think NBA would allow you to throw shit. I think
Yeah.
it's-
Well, like I'd say they got
it's
kicked
like-
out.
I think
Yeah.
Like they're not gonna sit back down and watch the game.
Fuck that guy.
It's funny.
Yeah, sweet. Well, thanks for sharing that.
Yeah, thanks for that.
It's really good.
Yeah, a while ago there was like a thing because Drake he owns a bit of the Toronto Raptors.
I don't know, but I know he owns, yeah.
Toronto Raptors,
That's a
and
cool
then there's so many things of him like being heaps animated, like courtside, where like courtside usually it's like coach, players, stuff like
Yeah.
that. Has to be pretty chill.
Yeah.
Where he just gets up and he goes, "Yeah, Toronto," and then he just dances around, and everyone's like, "Dude,
What the fuck
sit
are you
down."
doing? Yeah.
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 I love watching those compilations of Kevin Hart, like at the courtside at the basketball games. It's so funny.
Why?
Like,
She's so small.
like LeBron and stuff go over and take like his drinks off him and like stuff like that.
Oh,
like,
really?
Yeah.
Kevin Hart's car accident. Have you heard anything?
Whoa.
Oh,
yeah. That was correct.
Yeah.
What happened?
He broke his neck, didn't he?
Yeah,
or back or something.
neck or
Yeah.
something. But his wife was like, yeah.
Put a photo of the car
Yeah.
up here.
Here, monkey, put this on.
Yeah, it was wild. They
You
like
said you
they
broke the car.
No, yeah, the car was like like it was like a what was it?
they got like before and after. It's like an old muscle car.
Yeah.
And it like
Really?
rolled down the side of a hill, and the whole roof of the
Really?
car's like pushed
Yeah.
in. Yeah, it's whack.
It's probably like a little cubby house room.
I was gonna say, do you think if he was taller, he would have like
Mm.
bruised
Yeah.
something else?
Yeah. Lucky us.
Yeah, but his wife came out and said like he's taking his first steps, like he's getting like back into recovery and stuff.
Mm.
But yeah, the car was like hectic, guys.
Crazy.
Speaking of Kevin Hart, did you guys know that he was going to host the Oscars?
And
Yeah.
then they found like all these.
I must have just been somewhere else when that was happening.
That was a while ago, wasn't it?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it was the last Oscars,
Yeah.
and then he got the call, and he was like heaps ecstatic about it. And then people brought up like tweets that
Like from the past.
like pretty far in the past that he's like already like apologized for, died down, resurfaced, apologized for, like died down, and then came up for the Oscars, and he's just like, I can't bother do it, like doing this again, like whatever, like what I'm not gonna,
Yeah.
like whatever I say isn't gonna change it. So
Yeah, and
Dave-
exactly like people just need to. I understand like if you're offended, sure, he's apologized, he's grown as a person. Like it hasn't happened since, so I think everyone needs to like
Yeah.
Dave,
move on in
yeah.
a sense. Like
Yeah, he's addressed it quite a bit. There were jokes about that funny.
Dave
Sorry.
Chappelle. I didn't want to move on before touching on it. Dave
Yeah.
Chappelle, which is like the controversial new Netflix thing. Put it up here, monkey. Thank you.
Ben's like,
Dance monkey. Yeah, okay.
Just like a couple headlines or something. But basically,
Kings?
he talks about he talks about it in his show, and he's just like, Kevin Hart's such a good guy. Like, he's almost near perfect. And those tweets were like a joke.
Yeah,
and he
of
said
course.
at the time it wasn't as bad to make sort of homophobic jokes. Like, it was still, people could still have a laugh and things like that. Like, it wasn't
still have a laugh.
It wasn't like a cancel culture.
Yeah. It's like it's kind of like The Office, like how The Office 2004, 2005, like the gay jokes about Oscars, stuff like that. Like that just it happened in season 1, and they had made 8 more seasons. And then
If you put it into context of the time, like it's like, fair enough, it's offensive, but you also got to think of context. Anyway, that's why Kevin Hart was like, am I allowed to swear?
Yeah.
This is
I
quotes.
swore.
He was like, fuck it, I'm not doing the Oscars if I have to apologise for something that was clearly a joke, and I've apologised about it in the past.
Yeah.
And then Dave Chappelle was like, yeah, fuck all of you guys. And then he talks about like cancel culture and stuff. Talking about Dave Chappelle real quick. He uses like jokes and like satire to like touch on edgy topics like cancel culture, the Me Too movement, things like that. He also talks about like, R. Kelly and Michael Jackson. That's been like the most famous one. But like,
Did you watch that documentary, the Michael Jackson?
I never watched it, but he talks about it, and he's like, it was wild.
I would really recommend watching it. I thought it was good.
Yeah.
Have you watched it?
I haven't seen it all, but I've seen like clips from it. Did it show that one where he's being interviewed and the kids they're saying like, oh, did you sleep in Michael's bed? And then Michael's like, he loves it. Like he's like, yeah, Michael loves me. I was like, bro, that percent gave me shivers. He's like 8 years old.
Stayed in your house. They've stayed in your bedroom.
Well, very few.
But some have, and they say, is that really appropriate for a man, a grown man, to be doing that? How do you respond to that?
I feel sorry for them because that's judging someone who wants to really help people. Why can't you share your bed?
If you look in the documentary, you've got everyone on like the little kids' sides and stuff, and the only person defending Michael Jackson is his lawyer.
Yeah.
And it's like,
his job.
Like whether or not, whether or not he's dead or alive, that lawyer is still going to defend him because other clients are going to say, okay, like he's sticking to his name, like that's what he's going to do for me.
And also the estate's still paying the lawyer.
Yeah.
So like, because once,
Yeah, it was definitely like a lot. Like if you're sensitive to that sort of issues and that, like I wouldn't watch it because it is quite full on. But it was interesting, and it really like showed like a lot of
Behind the scenes?
behind the scenes, and like these poor little kids, like, well, they're not little anymore, but like these grown men were coming on and being like, yeah, these are like the rings Michael used to give us as rewards and like that sort of stuff. And it was just like, oh. And like the maid used to say, like, whatever she used to find like around the house, and like,
wow.
it was a lot.
Yeah.
But it was interesting and showed like the court cases and stuff.
Yeah. You say cake horse?
Cake
horses.
I'm thinking about cake.
Yeah, I feel like humour, going back to what you said, that humour is a good way to like critique things.
Yeah.
It's, in a way, it is talking about something serious, but then it's also like spinning it in a way like it's not being approached as like.
Yeah, it's still
sad
addressing
or,
it, but not taking it too seriously.
And I think what you said before about like it's all funny until it's like.
It's
about.
It's all funny until it's like about you or related to you.
Yeah.
But
and it's
also,
not funny
like,
anymore, which is like.
It's true, but also like people say stuff to me and like you're like, oh, like you can laugh at you should, like I feel like everyone should be able to laugh at themselves, like depending on the issue that's obviously at hand.
Some people go through a lot, like especially like in like coming out and things like that, like stories about that stuff. So fair enough, they get a bit offended, but in the same respect, it's good to be able to have a laugh. Like,
and also, it's like half the stuff isn't specifically targeted at that one person in the audience.
Yeah,
this
podcast is pretty edgy. This episode we're just talking about like.
Well, okay. It's anything more controversial each time, but I think Ricky Gervais said like it's all about the context and who it's targeted at.
Yeah.
Where if it's like, I forget what he was like making like a Holocaust joke, but then the target was Hitler. Like everyone was laughing at Hitler, but it included like the Holocaust themes.
Yeah.
But it's just like he was saying that like
The end destination is laughing at Hitler.
yeah. So the end like it's nothing. He's not actually like yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
Context, I guess.
Wild.
Wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got anything else on your list?
Baba. I had I had this I saw this thing on Facebook and it was like bride that calls off wedding and then still has like a photo shoot in her dress. And it was like this lady in her wedding dress, like with a glass of champagne, like living her best life after calling off her wedding.
Why'd she call off the wedding? Do you know?
Because she probably didn't want to marry him.
You know what?
Don't know.
That's probably like an astute.
That's
guess.
it, yeah.
I can. It's a good guess.
Thank you. It was really funny. I'll send you the.
Awesome.
Does it take long to do that? Where we're like,
It doesn't take that long with it. Like, it's like spam.
It's annoying.
It's just like
yeah, yeah, fair.
Holly's gonna do this.
Holly's gonna do this.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes,
so
sir.
funny. I thought it was funny, and it was like apparently like the underlining meaning was like to inspire like other women to like be a queen.
Hey, you want to get married? Cool. Alright. Set a date. Yeah, 1 month from now.
Yep.
The day before.
Yep.
Oh, by the way, I gotta inspire a couple of women. Can you not come tomorrow?
I'm still gonna need the photographer though.
I'm still gonna need everything. Just like you.
Yeah.
Yeah, sweet.
Yeah, sweet.
Yeah.
Also, what else happened? Are you okay, Dave? Are you
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
Dave?
I
Are you okay, Dave?
completely forgot about that until I heard it on the radio. They're like, "Are you okay, Dave?" Was on today. That was
Was that 2 or 3 days ago?
I think it was yesterday.
Wasn't it yesterday?
Huh. I definitely saw ones like it was spread over 2 days. I'm not sure if it was like a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
I know
Thursday,
they had it
Friday.
yesterday because like it said on the radio, and then also Wollongong High had like they have like a Moffy Day and like a big like
Like you have to wear
dance
yellow.
thing. Oh, it wasn't yellow. I don't think. Oh, it might have been. I'm not sure. I didn't go.
He didn't attend. He didn't attend the high school.
Yeah.
I
Just
think
to rock
it's
up.
a
Yeah.
good day.
Yeah, it's good.
If
It's
you
got,
remember about
it's got a
it.
good meaning behind
Well,
it.
I remembered eventually. Yeah, no.
I heard a fact about Are You, like on topic of Are You Okay Day, that 50% of Australians that have taken their lives in like the 6 weeks prior to that seeked help from like professionals, but they couldn't find it, or like they were
Really?
turned away and things like that. Then that's actually like a modern statistic.
That's pretty
and
true.
They were talking about it on like Triple J. About it, there was like a researcher that does it all, and they're like, yeah, they go to like GPs and stuff, and they're like, well, we
Yeah.
have other people to prioritize and things like that,
Yeah.
and they get pushed down the line.
It's
And
a big
also,
waiting
it's
list.
so expensive.
Yeah,
Like to get a psychologist appointment, you can pay like $180 an hour.
yeah, like
It's crazy.
it's whack. Because like the first thing is like, oh, I might go see like a psychologist, and you go look at the prices, and you're like,
But then also you've got like the Beyond Blues and the
but apparently they're
Healthlines.
not working.
Yeah.
You have to book
Really?
months
Yeah.
in advance just to get one appointment.
Yeah,
like you have
it's
to
like-
book like 5 months in advance to
It's like
even
a massive
yeah.
waiting list. They were talking about it, and they were like, yeah, there needs to be more options, otherwise it's our fault for everyone taking their lives.
I guess-
was
That's
fuck.
a big statement.
Wow. I guess that's what Are You Okay
Day is about, because it's not really. It's like about like going and talking to people that you know.
And being
So it's
open,
like you
yeah.
doing something and you like being open, which
Yeah.
is really good, I reckon.
Yeah, for sure. And even like a lot of people, the reason they don't want to talk about it is because they don't want to put their burdens on other people. Like, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I feel like there's a big-
also, yeah.
No, I was saying there's a big there's a stigma kind of about like talking about that stuff to people like that like you're close to, but then also I can't even imagine like not being there for someone. You know what I mean? Like there's a stigma. There's like
Yeah.
kind of like a back thought thinking like oh, I don't want to share my problems with people, but then like once you do, what I'm trying to say is do it, because people will be there for you.
Yeah, if they're your true friends and they really care about you, obviously. But then I also think you've got like the other side of it, which is because of social media, everyone looks like they have the perfect lives.
Yeah, of course.
And it's like, oh, I saw Stacey the other day and she was, you know, living her best life,
Europe.
whatever. And then like, I don't want to act like I don't have my life together. Like, I don't want to talk to her,
Yeah.
you know?
That's true.
Yeah, fair. There's like a pride, sort of like
But
ego.
really, Stacey was crying in her yurt.
Stacey was crying in the Hilton. No, that's it's a topic that's like coming out a fair bit, especially on Triple J. They talk about it a fair bit. I'll listen to it like on the way to uni sometimes, just because I'm like can't be bothered to play DJ mode music. Wild, lazy. It's hard life.
Siri, play Jack Balding. play Jack Balding.
Why did you say it sincerely the second time? She was gonna do it.
Just low key.
Hey Siri.
Play Jack Balding.
Sorry, you're like, just play.
Siri does not.
Yeah, they're talking about it a fair bit, and they've said that the number of people taking their lives between, I think it was like 16 or something and 25 or something like that. They're like, it's the highest it's ever been, but then it's the most talked about it's ever been, and people are all talking about it, but just talking to someone often isn't enough, especially for someone that is thinking about taking their lives.
Yeah.
It's wild.
It's like you need to be there consistent.
And then they had like a few calls on and stuff that were talking about like their experiences with it. So like there was one guy at a party and his girlfriend was like done something or they were fighting or something, and he felt like taking his life, and he's like, I'm gonna call Beyond Blue. And then apparently he was waiting for like 4 or 5 hours, still didn't get on, and the party was like finished and people saw that he was upset and just talked to him. And like talked him out of it, and he was like, yeah, so Beyond Blue did like nothing. It's wild. That's what I got to talk about. But
yeah, like, and then it's hard because it's like if they could, they would talk to him. But it's like there's so many people that need help.
Yeah, there's definitely,
and you can only hire so many people to sit on their phones, you know.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, I don't know. Wild.
Yeah, it's just a tricky concept, I guess.
Yeah, there's not really just like an answer for it. It says.
I have a question. I don't know if it's stupid or not. If like when you've got like those call centers, is it people like in an office sitting on phone, or is it people like that they give their number to and they just always like they could be at home and get like a phone call and be have to talk someone out of it at home?
I don't think it's at home. It's at a call center.
Yeah.
But it's 24 hours.
Yeah, so they'd have like shifts. Yeah. So like 6-hour shifts and stuff.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I reckon at the call center they like would get people, and then if the people get comfortable with this one person, they can say like, phone me, because what happens is they call like someone at like the desk, and then they direct it to whoever's free, whoever's not talking to someone. So they can just say like, oh, like Brad, just say you've been talking to Brad, like if your first interactions with Brad, talk to him, remember his name, call him again and say, can I talk to Brad?
Yeah, having one person.
Yeah.
And then they'll be like, yeah, he's free now, or like
wait 5 hours.
Yeah.
I think it is hard. And like there's so many stories you hear of people, like there's this place in Sydney called The Gap, which is like, I think it's near Bondi, maybe, I don't know.
Bondi, Sydney, same.
And it's like like a cliff, and like it's I don't want to say like trendy, but like it's a very common place for people to like commit suicide. And one of my friends is a paramedic, and he said that, you know, these people stand up there and they say, I'm gonna jump, whatever. People call the police and the paramedics, they all get there. And the paramedics and the police, like if they ask for something, they like go and get it. And like the paramedic was saying, like there was this one guy who was just taking the absolute piss and just like saying he was gonna jump, and but then also saying to police, hey, can you go and get me like a McChicken burger and chips and like a thick shake, and the police have to go and get that for them and come back. And he was just like, he was just doing it to take the piss, when really there's like 5 other people like who are actually going to commit suicide. Those people,
they get arrested for that though, right? They do. I'm sure they would, because it's like public disturbance, or like,
well, I don't know, because
not calling police for naughty cause alone is illegal.
Well, I don't know, because what if like he was like, oh, like think that McChicken saved me? Like how can they argue that? They can't.
Yeah, I don't know.
That was a good McChicken.
Hit the spot.
Hit the spot, I'll stay.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not sure the protocol is after they like
just
talk someone out of jumping, like if they take them back to the station, or they take them to like.
Well, we also have like.
They would have to do like counselling or something. They wouldn't just be like, all right, sweet, you're off the cliff.
Yeah.
We
have a good day.
Yeah, this lady who worked at our school, and she was just like such a sweetheart, like such an angel, and she lived like next to the Gap, and the amount of people she used to tell us that she used to talk out of doing it. I was like, you are such an angel. Like I don't
I'm pretty sure someone, like an old man, who, I don't know if it's there or somewhere else, and it could have been like the Greatest Australian Bard actually, or something around there. He got Australian of the Year because he like talks like every year, talks like 100 something people out of jumping, which is crazy.
That's insane. You get cool people like that.
Yeah.
I say cool people, but like just
for
really
sure. Like
genuine
compassionate,
people,
genuine, yeah. But like then those people like, yeah.
But then also, what do they go through? Like, what would he go through?
Well, that's what I was just about to say. Then they would probably need to go to counselling and like, you know.
Yeah, there's a massive big process.
And like think about all the stories you would hear about like what's gotten them to that point.
Yeah.
Like imagine hearing all like
Yeah, like
that'd be
domestic
horrible.
abuse or like child abuse and stuff.
just anything.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't mean to cut it, but that's like 20-25 minutes.
Why do you do this every time?
No, it's good.
We can't leave on such a downer. Let's leave on something funny.
All right.
That was so sad.
Well, I go to house parties and they don't.
Can I show you a really funny video?
Do you want to talk about town real quick? We may as well. We'll just make it like a half up.
What?
In town. What are you talking about?
Well, we touched on town a little bit before we started the podcast. We just talked a little bit like about
Can I show you my funny video first?
like prices and stuff.
Oh yeah. So pretty much for you Wollongongians, locals.
Illawarrians.
Yeah, for all you young kids out
We
there
love the
that like to boogie on a Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday, Saturday night. In Wollongong,
It's Sunday.
Before I started like going to Sydney and stuff, I thought that like Sydney would be like 10 times more expensive. Like
It
just 'cause
depends
it's
where you
Sydney.
go.
Yeah.
It depends where you go, but like for Wollongong, because there's like not much competition, the prices for everything is set super high. And we're in Sydney,
Yeah.
in the city, there's competition everywhere, and they're like, okay, we need to get people into
price
art, like
competitive.
price competitive, and we need people get people into art clubs, stuff like that. So drinks so much cheaper, and then you rarely pay entry fee, like unless it's unless it's like peak hour.
Yeah.
But like, whatever even say, go Sydney, go Sydney.
No, it's just like
it's really good.
yeah. I was just thinking about something to lighten up the.
Yeah.
Can I show you this really funny Instagram video?
All right, so let's.
I'll
end on
show you
that.
guys
We'll
and
end
then
on
Ben
that.
can put it up.
Sick.
That's hilarious.
Alright, let's wrap this up.
All right, sweet. Have a good week.
Adios.
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 Till next time.
Bye.
Three's a crowd. Three's a crowd. Welcome to Three's a Crowd, the podcast. Yeah, it's not as good as I
Show
thought.
everyone what you drew. Good track, Drew.